It's with Chloe Yates.
My lover's got humor.
7 minutes past 12. It is Shock Radio. I am Chloe Yates. Hello. It is Shock Hits. Hosier, Take Me to Church. Absolute tune. Love that one. We do have an artist in the studio as we're talking right now. I'm very, very excited. It is Mr. James Blowers. Hello, James. How are you doing?
I'm great, thanks.
So, James, you're quite an interesting character because the previous musicians that we've had on the show, they have travelled quite far, which I'm quite chuffed, really, to have people that are very interested in playing for Manchester. I think it's Manchester. People just love our city. We're just amazing, aren't we, James?
Yeah, it's a massive music scene, mate.
It is, isn't it? Definitely.
Yeah.
So, James, just last night, you will be, if you're from Manchester, of course you're going to be familiar with Beer Keller. James did a gig at Beer Keller last night. However, he's not a local. He's actually fresh from Oxfordshire.
Yeah, I'm from a little town called Bicester. It's just outside of Oxford. Mm-hmm. Lived there my whole life. Nothing majorly exciting about that.
He's a southerner, guys. Watch how he's a southerner.
Yeah.
If you do want to tweet us, it's @ Shock Radio or @ Mr. James Blowers, isn't it?
Yeah.
On Twitter, James Blowers typing as well. Plus, we've got tunes from Mr. James Blowers as well. He's going to be playing them live. Let's hear a bit of your guitar to prove it is right here in the studio. There we go. If you do want to see us, go on shockradio.com. Music from Ed Sheeran and Years on its way. But right now, let's have some Neon Jungle.
The biggest hits, the best music. Shock Hits with Chloe Yates on Shock Radio.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet.
Mr. Ed Sheeran thinking out loud. Shock Radio, I'm Chloe Yates. Hello. Mr. James Blowers is in the studio.
Hello.
Opposite me. Hello. He is a very, very interesting guy. He is from Oxfordshire, and only just a couple of days ago, if I'm right, he's driven up and he's decided to basically travel around the whole of the UK in his car and stay in hostels. He's sleeping in his car when he can, gigging around, and literally he's doing all this for his passion for music and to just get his name out there. So, James, give us a bit more about this such incredible story. You're so adventurous. I'm literally blown away. It's crazy.
It's just the way that I thought would be best to get myself noticed and to have fun at the same time, which is to me is the most important thing, is to have a good time. So I've got in my car, obviously. I'm picking 4 cities that I think have awesome music scenes around the country, around the UK, and I'm going to use them as bases for about a month at a time each. So I'm going to use so for example, for the rest of this month, I'm going to be hopping between Manchester and Leeds, but then also doing day or not, a couple of day excursions to different places, and I'm basically busking in between to make money and gigging to make money for fuel and food, because I kind of need that.
So we'll hear a lot more about how you started into the music industry as well. But before that, we've got one of James's songs. He's doing a cover to start with, and it's called Heartbeats. Who's Heartbeats by again, James?
It's originally by a group called The Knife, but it's better known by for the Jose Gonzalez cover of it. This is my own version of it anyway. So
crush, the start a simple touch, one night to push and scream, then relieve in 10 days of perfect tunes, the colors red and blue, and we had a promise made. We were in love, love, love. Oh, love, love, love. Love, 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 love. To call the hands of above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough for me, knowing to call the hands of above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough for you, the hands of the devil, and you kept us away from wolves, teeth sharing different heartbeats in one night, in one night, in one night, in one night. To call for hands above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough for me, knowing to call for hands of above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough, to call for hands of above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough for me, no, to call for hands of above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough. For me, no.
Absolutely amazing, James. I'm absolutely blown away. That's
Thank you.
incredible. One of those songs I just really wanted to join in as well, but I had to hold myself back because I do love a sing-along. That is Mr. James Blowers. Incredible. If you do love his music, do type in his name on SoundCloud, YouTube, and God knows what, Twitter, Facebook. We've had a tweet in from Miss Holly Johnson, who says, you sound like Jack Stedman from Bombay Bicycle Club, the lead singer.
Oh, awesome.
Nice one, Holly.
Thank you very much.
She tweeted in on the Shock Radio Twitter page. So if you want to do just like what Holly did, it is @ Shock Radio. Or if you want to contact James Blowers himself, it's just James Blowers on Twitter. We've got some great tracks coming up from Charlie XCX. Plus, let's have some Years and Years. It is King. Time right now is 24 minutes past 12. Probably give that a rest. It is Years and Years King. It's Shock Radio.
Bands in my bed.
Saucy. It is that time of the week, yet again, where we get to know our bands a little bit better. We are going to ask James Blowers 4 questions about himself, and these questions are going to be a little bit different because for each question you have to give a lie. So 3 answers to each question. One of them is a lie. The first question is, James, do tweet in as well. It's @Shock Radio, and let us know which ones you think is the lie. First question, James, is what is your worst habit? Give us 3 answers to this question. One of them has to be a lie, so we'll hear 2 of your actual worst habits.
Okay,
but
cool.
one of them is the lie. So
Do we
it's
just say them or do I describe them?
well,
or?
if you just list 3 of them and describe them, do whatever you like, James. It's a free
all right.
country.
Okay, all right, cool. I like the first. Well, hemorrhaging money.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely are. Yeah, I spend money ridiculously.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible. Lateness. I'm infamous for being late.
Are you? I'm the same.
Yeah,
I used to be
it's
called
really bad.
Chloe Late, so there we go.
Oh,
We've
wow.
got that in common.
Okay, you might have that. Okay, Okay, you might have that even more than me. And sleepwalking.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been known.
Okay, so sleepwalking. Right, okay, so first one is that you blow loads of money. The second one is you're late all the time. And the third one is you're sleepwalking. Okay, so saying what you said to me before, he walked in and went, oh, my life. He said he's very hungover and he's finally woken up. So do you know what? I think you might have not slept that much. Maybe it's due to the fact that maybe he drank quite a lot last night. Or it could be that he just is a sleepwalker. It could be a cover-up story. I think my heart goes with you spending lots of money. I could be very, very wrong. Which one is the answer, James?
Oh no, sleepwalking.
Yeah,
no. One of my mates, however, is terrible sleepwalking.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
there's stories that I can't tell on air, but yeah.
So you do spend a lot of.
I'm terrible.
You do spend a lot of money.
I came here with like 100. I don't know. Somehow I'm £100 down over one night. I don't understand what happened. Yeah.
What do you like with nights out? Do you spend a lot of money on nights out?
No, the thing is, I don't. Well, I don't think I do, but then again, I don't remember most of the night. So it's probably like there's another James that I don't know about. Past James, I've got problems with. Like, he's not a great guy.
And as well, you're late for many things. So you do drive as well. So what's your excuse for being late then, James? You were bang on time today, so I'll let you off. I'll let you off for that one.
The winds are changing. I don't know. Like I worked at a pub for a couple of months recently, and I was always either somewhere between 5 minutes early and 5 minutes late. I just cannot. I cannot.
What do you like?
I know, it's really bad.
Okay, so second question is what has been the most terrifying... Can't even speak, getting too excited. What has been the most terrifying moment of your life so far? Bit of a tricky question. Remember, 3 answers and one of them has to be a lie.
Bands in my bed.
I've got an irrational phobia of rabbits.
What's that, phobia of rabbits?
Yeah, irrational, and one got out once, one of my mate's daughters, and chased me around the garden. That was actually, anyway. Hornets as well, that's another one. I'm absolutely terrified of hornets. Wasps, I'm terrified of anyway, and to me a hornet is just like a wasp on steroids.
Have you ever been...
I just literally start panicking, I can't control it, and I start going... It's terrifying.
Okay, and the third one?
Busking for the first time, actually. That was terrifying. When I did it in Camden, actually, and I got mentioned before we came on air not to mention Camden, but yeah, so that was actually really, really scary, because it just is terrifying.
Okay, so now I'm thinking it could be a poker face with the hornets or not. I'm not too sure. My guess is that you're not terrified of rabbits.
Yeah.
Yes! Absolutely. Made up.
Yeah.
Guys, this is my favourite bit of the show where I get to play my correct sound. Do you know what? I'm so proud of that. It just took me quite well to make that sound. I'm really, really sad, aren't I? You can tell I'm a radio student. Anyway, so we've got 2 right so far. We're going to hear music from Charlie XCX, plus we're going to hear some more live music from James Blowers next.
On Facebook /Shock Hits. Shock Hits with Chloe Yates.
Such an incredible sound. It is Greek tragedy. It is nearly 20 to 1. Hello. Shock Hits. Hi. How you doing? We've got a tweet from David Tainley who said, love that guy. He is sick. Meaning you. You are sick. I haven't heard that word in a long time. That's so 2012. Deary me. So we're talking about Mr. James Blowers, who is in the studio right now. James, I've had a few more tweets about where you've come from. Again, so he's from down south, he's from Oxfordshire. And also, when did you start playing music? So when did you really start playing music, James?
I was about 8 years old, I'm going to say. Yeah, about 8. Like my dad just bought me a guitar when I was 8 years old, and it all just went from there. As soon as I picked it up, I was like, right, yeah, this is what... I mean, before I was going to be like an astronaut or a dragon slayer or something cool like that.
Of course.
But then as soon as I picked up a guitar, I was like, no, this is what I'm doing.
So you've always loved music since you were little?
Yeah,
as well?
I've had parents with like really diverse music tastes.
Yes, that's great. That's really good.
Like Floyd and Zeppelin and stuff like that.
Brilliant artists. What taught you guitar? Did you learn from a particular guitar teacher, or others have come in and learned offline, or just sort of picked it up yourself?
No, I had this awesome guitar teacher called Evan, actually, Evan Thomas. Shout out to Evan if you listen.
Shout out to Evan.
He's not from around here, but yeah, Yeah, he was amazing. Like, he was a kind of like Jimi Hendrix style
Brilliant.
guitarist. And yeah, he was insane. He taught me for about 2-3 years, and then after that, I just did it myself.
Amazing. And honestly, your enthusiasm and passion for music, it just literally shines from you. We've had many artists in here with similar passions, but you just sort of stand out, and you can just tell how much you want to sort of pursue with this music industry thing. It's kind of so competitive, but I think with yourself, you've got a very, very, very incredible talent. So we're going to hear a song from James Blowers right now. It is called Believe. What is the song about, James, and when did you write it?
It's the first acoustic song that I ever wrote. I actually started on electric, went through loads of different bands, and I only picked up the acoustic guitar about 4 years ago. And yeah, first song I wrote on it, and it's basically about... I said to you earlier, I don't want to say open your mind because that sounds really cliche, and that's not really the right word, but like when you're a kid and you believe in magic, and then you grow up and you watch the news and you suddenly don't believe in magic anymore, and you think, oh, the world is all about banking and money and corporations and blah, blah, blah. It's about that. It's about just kind of going back and believing what you want to believe and seeing the world in the way that you want to see it.
Sounds absolutely beautiful. Let's hear Believe from Mr.
Awesome.
James Blowers live on Shock Radio.
Cool, right.
Since I saw you last, glad to see that the clouds have passed and on high blue sky. Where are you going? Is it far? Can I come along with my guitar and play in space when the planets all align? 'Cause the weather's looking fine today. He said it's all what you believe. Pardon me, oak tree, I overheard your conversation you had with summer breeze. You said the eye of a storm holds a secret door leading to the ocean floor. You meet some new communities and celebrating unity. They might even ask for you to play in underwater bay, where everything is fine. You know that you're just chilling with the tide. And she said, yeah, you know it's all what you believe. So believe in yourself for once, 'cause you're free. Fly on the plane that you want and feel nothing but awareness. I said, no, don't be afraid of voices, 'cause they're nothing but your own down head. And it seems that we're connected, and if reality is guaranteed, your mind has been infected. But most of all, I'm reflected. Oh no, and so it goes, so it grows. But if it's all what you believe, simply adjust what you perceive.
That is Believe by James Blowers. I cannot believe how incredible your voice is. You need to keep on with this. Absolutely incredible. We've got more from James Blowers next, but we've got Avicii. Well, first... Kaiser, No Enemies. It is Shock Radio. Quarter to one. Kaiser, it is No Enemies.
Things which have annoyed you this week.
I hate you so much right now. It is that time of the week where we do sort of let all our anger out about things that have really annoyed us this week. I'm going to start, James, if you don't mind. Toilets you have to pay for.
Yeah.
It really annoys me.
Yeah.
I went to the Manchester Piccadilly train station, and do you know what? I usually have change on me, but for just one time, I didn't have. I think it's 20p they charge now, and I know in London it's 30p. And I didn't have 20p on me, and I needed the toilet a lot. I was very bursting. I had a lot of water. I cycle everywhere now. I tried to sneak through the little turning vine thing. Can I just say, I went to see the Mamma Mia tribute, the ABBA tribute at the Palace Theatre last week with my dearest mum. I love you lots, called Gail Yates Hire. She listens all the time, bless her. And my mum was a little bit on the tipsy side. She never really goes for a drink, but we had cheeky Irish coffee. We had a coffee and a bit of whiskey threw in, and she needed the toilet. I had a little bit more than her because I always go too far. And we needed to get the train back to Macclesfield, and we both needed the toilet, but we had no change. We only had notes with us, and it was a moment where we're not very proud of, because we literally got manoeuvred by the security men saying that no, you need to pay 20p, otherwise you can't go to the toilet.
That's a bit much, is it?
It is so bad.
You should have gone just.
Do you know what? I was looking.
Kick the door in.
Do you know what? If I wasn't with my mother, I swear on my life, if I wasn't with my mother, people that know me, I do have a little side that I'm a little bit overconfident. I would flip and go. I would go. Pricey train fares. What are your thoughts on that, James? I've seen so many people. It makes me laugh. They go into the toilets of, especially Virgin trains. There are other trains available, of course, but with Virgin trains, I see so many people jump into. They try and hide in the toilets, and it makes me laugh. I know. Yeah. I have tried it, but I get too scared, so I don't do it anymore. But you can save a lot of money by just literally hiding in the toilets again.
You can do. Although the thing is, once you go in, you got to commit then. And sometimes I've done it before and then missed my stop and ended up in the complete wrong place, and then I'm just screwed.
Oh my life. Another one is people who are addicted to watching soaps.
Oh my god, I should have thought of that. Yeah,
it drives me insane. Okay, so in my flat, my two flatmates, one of them is called Jo Diver. She listens and she's obsessed. Well, do you know what? I'll let her off actually. She's not that bad anymore, but she used to be quite a lot obsessed with Coronation Street. And another one I used to live with, she's obsessed with Emmerdale. It's just literally soaps again. Oh, and then the EastEnders live episode. It drives me insane. Another one which annoys me is Katie Price as well. Of course, she won Big Brother this year. I don't know whether you followed Big Brother.
I don't.
It was something that really annoyed me.
Things which have annoyed you this week.
Another one is Miss Kim Kardashian. You're going to have to listen to this clip. This is Kim Kardashian. I don't know whether you're a fan of her, but there's a clip that I've found about her the most ugly crying moments of Kim K.
My gut and my heart is telling me that I just did this too fast and I didn't know what I was doing. I wasted everyone's money. I wasted everyone's everything, and I feel bad. They weren't going to show my ass crack or my nipples. This is bull. You're sitting there laughing.
See what I mean?
Bring back punishment.
See what I mean? Things like her, she drives me insane. Another clip I found, which did make me laugh, going back to the Katie Price thing that I really don't like, is Peter Andre and Katie Price. They did a song a few years ago, and it was called A Whole New World. It's a whole new world. They did two versions, and I found a clip on YouTube, which is the version without auto-tune. Let's have a listen to this. So Peter Andre, he can sing. That is Katie Price.
What is that? Is that a human being trying to sing? What the oh my god. It sounds like someone's taking a piss out of themselves. That's literally what it sounds like.
I think think they'll have enough of that. I did show Jade, who is head of news, and she said, Chloe, turn that flipping clip off. She was not happy at all. It is something that really, really annoyed me this week. James, what annoyed you this week?
Taxi drivers annoyed. They annoy me so much. I got in a taxi last night, and I jumped in, and obviously they always try and overcharge you anyway. That's annoying. But I got in one, and he said, "Oh, it'd be a £5." I was like, "Great!" And literally, just as we started pulling off, I realised that my mate wasn't with me.
Oh,
right?
no!
I was like, So he just turned around the corner, and I went, "Oh, mate, sorry, I've got to get out. And he went, "No, you got to pay at least the fare." And it was like £3.80. I was like, "Mate, I'm not paying you £3.80 to drive around a corner." He started going mental, actually mental, and I was pissing myself because I was finding it funny, and I was fairly drunk at the time. And anyway, that annoyed the hell out of me.
Oh,
so I had to barter with him for driving me around a corner.
That is awful. I just had a tweet from Peter Caudry as well. He just said, "I'm so with the Katie Price element that I mentioned earlier." Thank you so much, Peter, for supporting me on that one. Any more, James, that I need to get off your chest?
People in clubs doing the whole serious face. When they're there and they're like, "Yeah, man."
People in clubs that also do can I just say, people in clubs that do the serious face, which also when they get their Snapchat out and they're making a Snapchat story of them doing selfies, dancing around. No, it is so bad. I am so glad we do this every week. If you do have anything you need to get off your chest, do let us know, because we're more than willing to let you have a little bit of a rant on this show. It is your on Shock Hits. We're going to have a track from James Blowers just after this. Maddie on, you're on. It is Shock Hits. It is nearly the end of the show. However, we've still got James Blowers in the studio. We're going to have one last track from James Blowers. It is called Submarine, and it is from his EP. James, give us a bit more information about your EP.
I self-recorded it, actually. I recorded it myself in my bedroom. And it's just it's a little 4-track EP. You can download it on Facebook. You can listen to it on SoundCloud. There's a website called Bandcamp, and my address is jamesblowers.bandcamp.com, and you can download the whole EP for free there. But you can also donate money if you want. And if you pay, I think it's £2 is the base fee. I'll actually send you a copy of the CD.
Amazing.
As well,
so should we hear Submarine then, James?
Yeah, this is the title track of it. So, right.
System's going down. I got a view of quite a beautiful lagoon, but if I choose to see the sea, I know I smile as well. Ooh, is it that time already? I gotta rush, I gotta get shit done today. Mold into a presentable self and get my toolkit off the shelf. Shall I rise to the surface, then dive? Oh, put on your makeup, go on and shut down. How I'm gonna stay right here, so tied down. Oh, here I am in my submarine, singing along in harmony with the gifts handed to me by my loving family, questioning the possibilities of what angels are, and I observe as the dust settles on my skin. After it travels through the air without a care of where I am or what the latest whispers are saying. Oh, is it that time already? I gotta rush, I gotta get shit done today. Mold into a presentable self and get my toolkit off the shelf. Shall I